Yeah, good evening, all. My name is Dr. Y.S. Agunleti, and I'll be your host for today's lecture. Yeah, welcome to Edulon Digital School of Mines and Geosciences. It's a school for training geoscientists and mining engineers. And for this section, we'll be taking a training for GIS and start the foundation class for GIS training, where you will be introduced to the use of ArcGIS software for some basic use. So relax and let's begin. Now, what you're seeing on the screen is an ArcGIS ArcMap environment. And for the beginner, you if you newly launch your ArcGIS map or ArcMap or the ArcGIS software, you are likely not to have this tools bar above. In a case where you don't have this tools bar, what you need to do is to bring your cursor to the upper part of the window and then right click. Then you can select some of these uh, tools that you've seen checked here. For example, draw, edit vertices, editor, effect, georeferencing, and layout, and many more. But for this use, you can check the draw, edit vertices, editor, effect, and especially georeferencing and editor. Then you just click any part of this area for that to go off. Okay, so we'll be starting by introducing some basic thing to you. Now you have file, content of file, you have a new, if you click this, you have new map, can open an already done work. Then of course you can save your work. Now you have hard data, especially when you want to bring in, let's say, a map. You can use hard data, and the rest of them you can also export your map from here. You can also analyze your map. Now you have edit. In edit, you can paste and of course paste special. Sometimes you can copy from one arc map to another new arc map, yet in the same uh, laptop. Okay, so view, you can data view, then you can do your layout, especially maybe when you are done with your work. Of course, sometimes you can pause your drawing. Of course, you can also refresh. Then, of course, we have bookmark. Sometimes you can create a bookmark. Of course, you can manage your bookmark too. Then, of course, insert. Can have some insert text message, for example, if you want to label your work and all that. And of course, you can equally, bring in some pictures into your work. Of course, you have selections too. Sometimes, maybe at an advanced stage, you can see when your work that needs this selection is activated. You can select by attributes, by location, and do some basic statistic actually. Then of course geoprocessing, and you can customize your work. In geoprocessing, you can buffer. Of course, that will be much of it will be done when you are using the app tools and the rest of them. Then of course window, the same overall of this window, and can look at some of the table of content. This is table of content here. Of course, again, you can get some basic help from the ArcGIS to environment too. Okay, so next class we'll look into some other effect.